swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the counter, finding an escape route. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. Got room at the 35. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak, and they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
I'll tell you, you've been running it so well. You didn't get it there throwing on third and short. I might just go for it here on fourth and trust one of my running backs to get this thing done.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires to the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
To the air, it's Peace. Rushes on him. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast to come away with the pick.
Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Aggie. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Got rid of it just in time.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are. If you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The short hands, it's Akbar. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to know where to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Direct snap. Got room to work. Still on his feet at the 35. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
They'll run it from the gun. Got a little space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Makes the grab. It's Foster. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the run. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Down the seam on the left. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop. Beg for one, please.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 25 over Navy. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Quick strike complete. There he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're going to ride this running back. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Up-tempo for the offense. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Dropping back, it's Peace. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Unleashes one. Got him in the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll go with a direct snap. Fights off a defender. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? They're throwing for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession.
Turning it on! And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 17 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Peace. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. On the move, he fires. Finds space on the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that they could use on this podcast.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They're setting up the screen. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on fourth down?
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the back. Gets open down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To throw, it's Peace. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Aggies racing to the line in a hurry up. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you want to know how to reach this guy, they blocked the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Catch in the middle, it's Barber. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Looking for a man. It's Peace. That's caught. It's Norman. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Got the back over the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Peace. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Aggie. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David.
There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up by 25 over Colorado. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Peace. Makes the grab. It's Foster. Still running at the 40. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 30. At the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Dogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position, just they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Might as well stick with him. He'll be brought down at the 4-yard line on 4th and goal. Didn't even get close.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. Backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll ride the hot hand. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly.
Back to pass. It's Peace. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. A&M comes back out with another 1st down.
Ringo, Cobra.
To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.